So I warmly welcome all of you here today. Today, on this Wednesday, we have another interview with another leader who I believe has a lot to share with us. I would very much like to welcome Maika Putalova today. Although I haven't known her for long, she is a great inspiration to me. And she would like to, or rather, I would very much like her to share her personal story with us, her journey that has accompanied her throughout her life. So, right at the beginning, Maika, I'd like to take this opportunity to ask you your very first question. How did you actually start your journey in network marketing or referral marketing? And welcome.
Thank you very much. I truly appreciate it. Thank you very much, Suzanka, for inviting me to this lovely, wonderful event presentation, or I don't really know what to call it. So, well, as for how I started, well, I've actually known about multi-level marketing, or MLM, for quite a few years now, probably several years in total. Over that time, I've already had the opportunity to work with a few of those companies, maybe two of them, if I remember correctly. It's been an interesting experience, to say the least, and I've learned a lot along the way. I can honestly say that never before in my entire life, I never truly achieved anything significant, even though I always worked really hard and put in a lot of effort every single time. And in that particular MLM company, which I joined some time ago, I also had the wonderful opportunity to meet our dear friend and colleague, Mila Oxy. And even back then, during those early days when I first met her there, I already felt a strong desire and motivation to work together with her, to collaborate and build something meaningful. But unfortunately, it simply wasn't possible at the time, because in order to do so, to re-register and make it official, there was no way to do it. And it never even occurred to me that I would end up working with her now in this MLM company. So for me, this is really nothing new at all, girls. It wasn't anything new for me, honestly, because I was at home for a total of 10 years. And during that entire period, I had to do something to keep myself occupied and engaged. So one MLM came to me, then another MLM, or I just didn't want to be in a position where I wasn't doing anything, where I wasn't developing myself, where I would just sit and wait for him. So I'm grateful that these opportunities came my way, and each of those MLMs gave me something, taught me something. I grew, I took small steps every day, I overcame obstacles, and I learned. So I'm grateful, even though I wasn't successful before, but that was really my preparation, my schooling, and now I'm successful in this company. And you can see I've got a bit of a mess there. I just need to switch it a bit like this, fix it on myself, and now it's better, girls, because those images were really distracting me.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Very much. And since you already mentioned it, you also touched a bit on Vienna. So, what actually brought you to Vienna? And what appealed to you the most about Vienna?
Well, what appealed to me the most, what brought me there, was health. It was health. My whole life, my whole life I've been dealing with health issues for 10 years. First, it was my son, a type 1 diabetic. I was at home taking care of him. Then it was my mother-in-law, colon cancer, for 6 years. And then after a year-long break, my own mother came to me with her issues. So I was looking for a solution. She came in a very bad condition, and the universe sent me exactly this. One person sent it to me, a female friend sent me a video, and in that video I noticed Oxy. And right away I thought, this is exactly what I've been waiting for. So in that 1 hour, I watched all the videos there were. At that time, there were about two, maybe three, I think. So I spent the whole time just watching, and I immediately got in touch with Oxy. I didn't wait for anything. So that's it.
And actually, these are probably the very first steps. So, if you could describe for us what your very first steps were when you decided to start this collaboration. You had already watched those videos, so how did everything continue from there?
Well, I called Oxy right away, of course. She told me about and explained the marketing plan. I wanted the products, but since I also wanted to work with Oxy, because I really, honestly, you could say I even dreamed about it. Her energy really suits me. I find it very pleasant. and I'm kind of easygoing while Oxy brings the system. So we complement each other even now. We complement each other. So my first steps were that since I was at home, not working anywhere, and I didn't have any money, I borrowed it. Luckily, I borrowed it from my husband. I think it was about 700 to 800 euros for that first package. And when the products arrived at my home, it took up to 3 weeks, but I didn't wait for those 3 weeks. I already trusted Oxy so much that I started sending those videos. I started working, even though I hadn't tried anything on myself yet, but my trust that it works was at 100%. So by the time the products arrived within those 3 weeks, I had already managed to make some orders, and I had even earned something and built both of my legs. So both the left and right side, both accounts, not with my own money, but with the money from my friends who ordered products from me. And then when the products arrived, I started trying them out. The first product I had and saw some results with right away was the toothpaste. I actually had a problem with exposed tooth necks, and within a week it improved beautifully. It had gotten so bad that I was even embarrassed to smile. I was really very happy when I saw those results. The toothpaste tastes incredibly good. It has an amazing flavor. It whitens teeth. It heals your entire digestive tract, and you can use it as a deodorant. The ingredient in that toothpaste actually won a Nobel Prize. And I recorded my first video on Facebook. I wasn't embarrassed at all. I just said what happened to me. And that video was very successful. People started reaching out to me, orders started coming in, and I began registering them even if they just wanted the toothpaste. When I explained the marketing and everything, they immediately took the whole big package, even the 2000 or 3001. So these were my first beginnings and successes. And the second thing I had was the cell activator. Cell activator. I'm gray-haired. I've had gray hair for a very, very long time. Not a single hair on my head was black. And the cell activator, after a month of use, but I wasn't following any particular routine or anything like that. I just blew it on my head for 5 minutes after washing my hair. Then I blew it on my palms. I would walk around and blow it on myself. And I just experimented as it came to me. The first results came after just 1 month. My black hair started to grow back. I also made a video about it on Facebook. That was my second kind of success. Of course, people started reaching out to me gradually. There were also some who told me I was crazy or whatever, that I just wanted to make money and so on. But I didn't let myself get discouraged, because when I'm convinced about something and I've tried it myself, I want the whole world to know about it. The whole world should know about it because it really is worth it. And then I had results with the glasses I wear. I wear them like this, either hanging here or on my head. Notice that I always have them with me. Whenever I go anywhere, I never go without these glasses because they're truly fantastic. They don't cost a lot of money. They're really for everyone. And I can say that since I've had these glasses, I've managed to avoid all illnesses. No colds, not even any other issues. But I'm also allergic, and these glasses have really helped me with my pollen allergy. They also helped my husband when he had an eye injury. So, girls, these glasses are fantastic. Amazing. Whether it's for driving or for the sunshine, or just to wear casually because they're so light. You can even use them to make onion water. And that really interested me too. I even made a video about it. So these were my first successes. And videos like that really got me going, inspiring me and fueling my passion for what I do. Well, my biggest and most memorable success with these amazing products of ours actually came a bit later on. If I were to sit down and tell you about all of my experiences, stories, and adventures with the products, sharing every detail and moment, it would really be a lot, a whole lot. I'd probably tire you out, wouldn't I? So what I can say is, for example, Ventum helped my son with shingles because a lot of people get shingles. Recently, when I was at our pediatrician's, she told me that a lot of children are getting shingles these days, and we had it too. So I told her that I have this Ventum at home. Mario, well, when she gave him the medicine, I admitted that we didn't take it. I put him on the Ventum for 30 minutes, and by morning, his shingles had completely dried up. So I was really happy about that too, that it works. So that's that. And my reason, if we go back to why I started doing this and so on, was that I had a big motivation. These products were perfect for me, amazing. My son was in heaven. Everywhere I go, even now, I tell every single person I meet about it, anyone who wants to listen. If someone doesn't want to, I don't talk to them. There's no point in wasting words. And my motivation was I longed for that bedding set. And I even created a little group where I shared my experiences as well as things we have on Telegram. And I earned the bedding set very quickly. Within 3 months, I became a director. And that motivated me even more because until then, I hadn't had any results or earned any money from anything. Even though I was working, you could say, a lot. But I also found a system for how to get started. I simply did things like I wrote down all the names in my list because I needed to. So I wrote down all the names and reached out to everyone. I either wrote to them or I called the ones I was closer to. And I also contacted people on Facebook. And it didn't matter who I reached out to. By a fortunate coincidence, I sent the videos to exactly the people who really needed them. They were struggling with some problems they had, and that's why they responded right away. And I can say that today, the first person I reached out to became a regional director, and that's Marichka Kucerova. I'm really happy about that, and I can even say that she actually surpassed me. I was a director, and after about, I don't know if it was 4 or 5 months, she became a regional director. So it was a big success. Well, within just a year and a single day, I also managed to become a regional director for the company, which was a significant step forward in my career. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, yes. That's a fantastic achievement hearing that from you. My jaw literally dropped because I know how hard it is to. In fact, it's often difficult to succeed in companies that don't have a well set system. And I'm absolutely amazed by the way you're talking about it here, that you've actually achieved some wonderful results, both you and your team.
Yes, yes, yes. That's really how it is. I already have quite a few people registered. Me, my first lines, because everyone wants these products. I'm a product person. I love the products and I also share them with others. But of course, marketing as well. Now, because I simply have to. And my girls are fantastic too. They just do what I do. So they duplicate what I do. That's how they do it too. I can see it on Facebook as well. They post videos, reach out to people, and look for new people. They share their experiences, they pass this on, and that's why they're so successful too. Even the grandmas. Everything works. Everything works, whether it's marketing or the products. Everything works. This marketing, I have never experienced marketing like this anywhere else. I can say it's one of the best marketing systems. If we talk about marketing, it offers a lot of rewards. And I always used to say that money just comes to me. I don't even know how or from where. They all told me, how can you not know? They said, you must have done something for it. I said, yes, but now it's really simple. Now, when I look at it, it's actually really easy. So when money started coming to me, and quite a lot of it, very often, sometimes even as many as 30 times a day, I thought to myself, this is good, this is great, but something is missing. And so with Zoxy, we talked about what it is, what would truly make me feel fulfilled, what exactly I'm missing, and what it is. And we realized that I wanted something more, something beyond what I had before. To let people know about me, to show how these products help, and maybe do some broadcasting on YouTube or something like that. And that was it. Because on my forehead, a little heart appeared from how much I had. And I said, that's a sign from the angels, let's go for it. So I started broadcasting those experiences with the products every Sunday. The girls joined me, for which I am very grateful. And these experiences continue to this day, which makes me very happy because we're all learning, we're all educating ourselves, and we help each other. Really, I watch every Sunday and I enjoy every single one, the things we do for it. And the results we have, that's what makes me happiest.
The results are definitely fantastic. When I see other teams and overall how the field is growing and how there's more and more interest in it, it's absolutely fascinating. And I'm really glad it's like this because I also see it as a great help for health, actually. So I'm glad that you presented it to us this way because it just confirmed for me that the foundation is really duplication. Since something has already been created, we just need to do it. And I'm also very grateful for those Sundays, as you mentioned, that you really established and set them up, because I truly see those Sundays as a very important element for informing our customers and for launching those experiences out into the world. So it's a fantastic achievement, and I want to thank you very much for it, also on behalf of our customers. And
We thank you too. And I can say, ladies, that we've been here for a year and we have 80 directors and even more positions. I don't even know how many. So that's a huge, tremendous success. And we have a monthly turnover of 1 million euros. So that's what Oxy has achieved. That's also thanks to our whole team, everyone who's part of this. So and we're growing. We're constantly growing at a rocket pace, really.
yes, it sounds beautiful and fantastic, almost like you'd want to jump right into it. But it's kind of a given that every beginning also brings some challenges. And what was the hardest thing for you? How did you manage it? Out of everything you went through?
Well, I can say that there were no challenges because I absolutely didn't even think about having to do anything extra. Because for me, it's very easy to share the truth with people, the truth, the reality. And I stepped out of my comfort zone. Maybe I stepped out of my comfort zone by showing up more on Facebook or by recording more videos. But it wasn't a challenge for me. I did it automatically, simply because that's what I wanted. I want, and I still want the people I give something to, the people I meet, the people who reach out to me, to be grateful for it, just like Marichka writes now, thanking me for the video I sent her, saying it changed her life. Well, I think that it's worth it.
We're changing lives, yes. It often sounds like a cliche, but those lives really are changing. And when did you realize, this is really interesting, I'm genuinely curious, when did you realize that you were in exactly the right place, that it truly has such great potential, and that you're actually doing something meaningful, something that makes sense to you? Well,
For sure, first and foremost, it was about health. First and foremost, it was about health. When I saw these results and realized how I could help people, my big dream was, well, to tell the truth, I don't know if I should say it like this, but that's how I did it, and that's what I called it. My big dream was for people to be treated with the activator, especially children with serious diagnoses. I even reached out to them, but of course they didn't let me. But for someone in marketing, when I earned my first money, when I saw that it was possible, that you could easily take it as a job, you really can fulfill your dreams, just like when I allowed myself after a few months to finally buy a car, for example, or to go on a relaxing vacation, or when I saw that in 1 year, when I look back now, I received almost, I can say, 4,000 euros just in travel bonuses because I met the requirements for China, then I met the requirements for Vietnam, and every month it's several euros. It's not just 100 or 200 for a travel bonus. So really, honestly, I don't know if I could have achieved that in any other MLM. Absolutely not at all.
So you already mentioned that you fulfilled a lot of your dreams. Now that you have a lot of things and have already achieved so much, what actually gives you the greatest motivation today? Because it happens, as they say, that when someone already has a lot, they tend to stagnate. But with you, that's not visible at all. So what actually motivates you to keep going and develop your team?
I really enjoy my team, my girls. I really wish that, what I have, what I experience, the way things are going well for me, that they could have that too, that they would also grow, that they would be free and simply successful, that their dreams would come true, just like mine are coming true. There was this one lady who told me that after 50, my life would change. And it really has, it truly changed. And that I would travel a lot. So honestly, I think I'm in the right place.
Great, thank you. And if you could give advice to someone who is just starting out with Viedo, what would you tell them?
Well, you're just starting out. Well, you should have patience. I think you should be patient and understanding and carefully listen to your leader. Don't try to invent anything new because everything has already been invented here. Do things with your heart and always keep learning. Learn by watching those helpful videos, attend meetings, and just go to all the events because there are people there just like him. And likewise, when he does something for that reason, the reward eventually comes to him. If he does nothing, then nothing will come to him. They say whatever you give your attention to grows. So that's about it.
Thank you. And what are you most proud of on your journey so far, if you don't mind sharing up to this point?
Well, I'm proud that I didn't give up, and that I keep searching. Even when something happens, I keep looking for a way just how to get there. I don't plan to give up either. And also, I'm proud of my team because when I see them and what kind of people are coming together in my team, what personalities they are, and when I see what they've already faced in life and what stories they have and how this can change their lives here, and it really is changing them. So I'm proud of my team, of the fact that every day we keep taking small steps and that they genuinely want to listen to me. They want to truly walk alongside me. And I believe that all their dreams will come true. And look, even if, for example, you should never, be afraid. And right now I'm nervous. Look, the words just won't come to me. My brain is somewhere else. I haven't had that verbal fluency for 10 years, but so what? So what? Even if I say it wrong, even if I record it badly, I don't even watch my own videos anymore. Because if I watch them, girls and boys, I wouldn't record anything anymore. I wouldn't say a word. So I'm not a professional and I don't want to pretend to be. I just want to help other people, my team, and do it the best way I can. That's all. And I hope people do it the same way. Just keep it simple because the more complicated you make it, the worse it gets, in my opinion. I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. Even when I tried, for example, to be different, it just didn't work for me. It just wouldn't let me. So even if my Slovak isn't the way I'd like it to be, well, that's just how it is. I'm not going to force it. So that's that. It's
Fine. I think authenticity is really important these days because there are so many artificial things out there. And before I ask you the last question, we actually have one more question here that kind of set things up for me. We won't be explaining the entire marketing plan because those who registered each member can explain that themselves. So we won't be talking about the marketing plan or how to achieve certain positions. However, on behalf of those who came here, I would like to ask you, since you mentioned that you sent a video at the beginning for collaboration, which video was it? It doesn't have to be specific, but for example, what was it about?
No, I'll say exactly which one, because when we started at the beginning, there were only 3 videos. And those were videos from Oxy, which made their way to me. What? I still send these 3 videos. One is a video about the cell activator, and another is a video about Viada products. And the third video is a marketing video. Of course, hardly anyone understands the marketing, even though it's not complicated, but there are several payout options, and that's why it confuses people a bit. But it's a very simple marketing plan, very simple and perfect. No one else has anything like it. I'm absolutely sure that no one else has anything like it, like our products. No one else has anything like them, really. But if someone doesn't believe in our products, well, what can you do?
Maybe the time will come.
Maybe the time will come and even these so-called miraculous things will be appreciated. Miraculous for us, and for them, I don't know what. Yes.
Thank you very much. I also think that marketing is really important there. And honestly, they're generous too. And even if they don't understand it at first, once they get the money, they quickly realize, aha, something's going on here, of course. And so to wrap up, I'd like to ask you, or rather, I'd like to ask you to share, what would you say to partners who want to grow and believe in themselves more? Because often it's like, I don't believe in myself.
Well, so learn to embrace simplicity. Everyone really takes those small steps. Start, but start right away. Because if you wait until you learn to be perfect, it might take a while and you might never find the courage to begin at all. So I think everyone is perfect, everyone is unique, and everyone knows something. You don't have to know everything 100%. But if you do it with all your heart, it has to work for you. It will work for you. And patience, you also have to have patience because